Blind, and today I'm going to talk about the top 5 things you can ask a blind person. So let's dive in. So the first one is, how do you prefer to get around? Now this is a way of asking somebody whether they use a cane, whether they use a dog, adaptive technology, and other stuff like that. So it's not making the assumption that they can't get around, but asking them how they get around independently. The second one is, what's the best way for me to describe things to you? Now this allows for the person who is blind to tell someone, I can see enough if you point over there, or I need somebody to tell me whether it's 3 steps, 4 steps, or it's my left or my right. So this allows the autonomy for the blind person to say what their level of need is. The third one would be for service providers, educators, stuff like that, and it's, is there an accessible way that I can share this information with you? So oftentimes people who are blind or visually impaired attend things and everything is in print and we can't read it. And so we have to rely on our ears or the presenters to describe things properly for us, but we don't get the full accessibility of the entire course or seminar, workshop, whatever we're doing. So it's a good idea to think about how things can be presented differently, whether it's in Braille, large print, emailed so that we can read it with a screen reader. There are so many different opportunities to provide information in a different way. Number 4 is, do you use specific apps or technology to help you? So this could support the person by not making the assumption that they can't use a phone or a computer, but asking how they adapt the world around them to make it more accessible for themselves. So this is more of an inclusive way of asking how somebody would navigate using a phone. So this is a very roundabout way of showing the acceptance and inclusivity. The next one talks about navigation. So it is, how can I make the environment more accessible for you? So when I go into a new space, work, home, whatever, I'm lost for the first little while until I start to navigate. So this is a good question to ask if somebody were to expect to have someone who is blind or visually impaired at their house or their place of work, because they can lay out the area so that somebody can navigate on their own independently. For example, they have a carpet from the front door to the desk in the lobby so that somebody can use the flooring in order to know where to go. So that's a really good question about navigation, and it really is empowering to the person who is blind or visually impaired or otherwise disabled. So I hope these were helpful. Please leave a comment down below if you have any other questions or any other topics you'd like me to cover. As always, please remember to like, follow, and share. Thanks for watching.